Hi, hello. We're back with our Zonelock challenge. Uh, we currently have 53k of the 256k we need to get out of Angoro Crater. Um, I have been selling arcane crystals and ghost mushrooms and a demon slayer, so that's another 35k. But that still leaves us at 88k. We're gonna need to switch some stuff up. So we're gonna drop mining. Bye mining. You'll come back. Don't worry. But we're gonna go and grab jewel crafting.
Hail.
Yeah, jewel crafting. Great. That's all we need.
Go
that,
in
close
peace.
that, switch that over to this, and now we're gonna sit here for a while. And get a whole lot of a bunch of gems. You might also note I have a bunch of herbs. So after this, we're gonna swap over to inscription. Mill all of these herbs, see what we get there. I know with the jewel crafting, we're not gonna get anything that we can use to up our jewel crafting. We're gonna hit 25, and that's gonna be about it. I'm not positive on inscription, but I'm pretty certain we're not going to actually be able to progress there either. But we'll see. I have been selling some gems prior to this. I haven't done the jewel crafting thing since last episode. I've just been saving stuff up. I only got like 4 hours sleep last night, so if I sound rough, that's kind of why. But yeah, it's Tuesday. Can I do this without breaking the screen? No. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's 3 p.m. So yeah, um, it's just gonna be these 5 gems, I believe. As I've mentioned previously, arcane crystals are not gems. Oh, I can do that. Um, 184 versus 160. But push that button when it comes to it. Yep, so we hit 25, and I think that's where it's going to stop. And now it's good, good. We also have a bit of mithril to drill down on, which may give us a few more of these, the aquamarines and citrines. Yeah, so 5 thorium is about 20 gold, just under. And each time we're doing this, we're getting 2 gems. And on average, you're gonna get more money from the gems than you were from before. And I don't know how up to date these prices are because I haven't been to the auction house yet. I booted up the game, started stream or recording. So we're gonna be spending a lot of today in Thunderbluff. Just because I want to get this done. We're gonna do the inscription stuff, see how much we can do there. Throw everything up on the auction house. Switch this back to mining. And we may go back to Unburrow and actually gather mats. Otherwise, I'll do that off camera. You guys can just know that this is kind of the process I'm doing at the moment in order to move forward. I may also, actually before I do inscription, I may swap over to enchanting. I've got several dreams in the bank and a few more here. So we can drill those down into dust and the other enchanting mats and get a bit more money there. It's a lot easier to sell the dust than it is to sell the individual items. As you can see, we're still at 25, and it's been going for a while, so that's great. If you're wondering how much you can level jewel crafting just through prospecting, that's not much. Jewel crafting does have 2 decor items. Technically, if we could level it up to a high enough level, we can make mithril filigrees. We can make true silver bars. So we could technically make iron forged chandeliers. From what I've been testing on other characters, housing items don't sell. Most people who want them make them themselves. I kind of wish that the lumber was something you could throw in the auction house. I sort of understand why they didn't do that, but I don't know. So this is going up on Friday. I might be only doing 1 episode next week. By the time this goes up, I'm having mouth surgery. My dad's flying out. So I'm not going to be able to record at all. I'll start it up again. Basically, I might get to record tomorrow and a bit on Thursday if I'm lucky, but I can't count on it. And I'm definitely going to be out of it on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Maybe late on the 11th I can record stuff. And hopefully by early next week I can start recording again. So I may hold off until the 14th for the next episode of this series, which will hopefully be the conclusion of Ungoro and moving to a new zone. And we are likely pivoting to being able to afford one of these. Because right now we need 256K, and 300K is a lot less than 512K. I just feel you get to the point of, well, you're flying around the zone a bunch, gathering mats. Oh, you're doing a bunch of prospecting. I think exploring the zones is more interesting, and figuring out how to best utilize the mats you can get in each zone in order to make enough money. I think that's interesting. So we'll see. We've got almost 2,000 worth of large opals. Got a fair amount of the other gems as well. Other games, I have recorded Restory, but that's probably going to come out next week. I think what's going to have came out 2 days ago on Wednesday, so tomorrow for me. I'm pretty certain I'm going to pick up Star Rupture, which is a Satisfactory-like game that just came out, relatively inexpensive, so I want to try that out and see how fun it is. And I'm either going to do that as a one-off, or maybe if I enjoy it, we'll have some more next week as well. All right, we got our gems, and now we can learn that.
Peace, friend.
Thanks. Not into Addons.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Have you? Oh, I don't want that. Probably gonna sell the Doombringer because I think that was the one that I made money on.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
That. Disenchant. Useful. Get some essences. And dust. Some shards. Yes, hi cat. So all of these greens have been on the auction house at least once, some multiple times. They've had a chance. They didn't succeed. Uh, the only exceptions to that are the soulbound items, which clearly you can't auction. I'm not sure I had any soulbounds in this batch, but if I did,
How may I aid you?
go.
May the eternal sun shine
Now,
upon thee.
grab inscription. Inscription way over here. Yep.
I'm listening.
Oh. Oh. Like, oh, those look neat, but it's stuff from my or account thing. So not stuff that I've got. So I think I'm not gonna do blind weed. I'm definitely not doing ghost mushrooms. I think the other one pretty good to looking like I might not get the alabaster pigment. Just a little unfortunate. Sapphire pigment looks like it will sell quite well. Silvery, oh, ruby and violet. Seem quite nice. Now, yeah, I'm gonna risk it with the blind weed. That paid for this stuff, which looks to sell The only thing left, I could mill ghost mushrooms. I don't think that would be sensible. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get anything else exciting, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is.
Beware the living.
Grab mining.
What brings you here? May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Alright, let's try to make some money on the auction.
What brings you here? Two. 22. Nudge things up. Ghost mushrooms are tanking, that's unfortunate. Those went down in price. Let's gamble, see if we can get some up on price. Do that with those. Capture flash is definitely nice. And there are a lot of steamy romance novels up for sale.
Earth Mother.
All right. That all set and done. We'll do a loop. See how things go. No, I don't want to be like you, Mr. Tyrant. Thank you. Much as I enjoy skinning, it feels very slow. Having to kill everything. And I haven't taken any time to really figure out better ways of handling multiple enemies on the road. Just doesn't feel fun. And Ravasaur leather just isn't a hot enough commodity to worry about. There's only 2 items, and no one is buying either recipe. I've got a few of the recipes on the auction house that just aren't moving. So, because we reset our mining, we're not getting nearly as much each time we mine. But unlike herbalism, we're not getting these partial. You just get lower yields. But yeah, my map is rather full from where I've been gathering, so but yeah, I'm gonna finish this loop out. And then do a bunch of this offline, where it's going to be more than the same, gathering up mass from mining and herbalism, doing the profession swap dance, stuff like true silver and gold. Usually I'm smelting it in bars now because bars sell better. It's gonna be a rinse and repeat for the creator. I had hoped that this zone would be more exciting than it turned out to be. Part of me thinks that this zone would have been better with my level 70 character, just because they would get through the killing a lot quicker. But live it. I do think that the two things that I think this zone lacks for me in terms of enjoyment, uh, hi cat, there isn't a lot of pickpocketing opportunities. There's just the one little Northrend sub area. And then like the Ghost Mushroom Cave, I do a lot of sneaking in there, but you can't pickpocket gorillas. Technically, you can pickpocket the slimes. Woo, I got the drop of slime. But the slimes are so spread out. You know, there's no good area to find them in. And I don't think that any of the mobs here have really interesting drops. Like for farming purposes. I could be wrong. I could have missed something. I think the slimes have a small chance of dropping the slime bag, but again, the slimes aren't grouped up enough to farm easily. And you know, like we've already mentioned, nope, I lost the thought because my cat is being a beaver. Is that right? But yeah, it's really hard to make a route to farm slimes because they're just sort of randomly inserted amongst all the other mobs. No uppies. I don't know what triggers it. The other disappointment with the zone is there isn't a lot of good fishing. All the fishing pools are for the same the greater sagefish, and greater sagefish just doesn't sell for much. And fishing is significantly slower than the other gathering stuff. So if it's not making a lot of money when you're doing it, what really is the point? Calm down. And yeah, it'll probably take me a couple of hours to get my mining back to where it was. I'm a little worried that because my mining is so low, that's why I'm not seeing arcane crystals. Thought that they would still show up a little less frequently. Something for me to consider next time I reset. But the good news is, with full herbalism, I get more ghost mushrooms. Ooh, and a chest. With a shotgun. Okay, that could have been a better chest, but we'll take what we can get. And yeah, as you can see in this cave, there's I need a lot of stuff spawning in. Mostly the ghost mushrooms, but you get semi-frequent ore as well. This is probably the richest zone in terms of worthwhile mat density.
I must get closer.
Okay, apparently we're having a big fight. Yay. I love it.
I don't have a target.
All right. Blowing a bunch of cooldowns. It's great. The red one will be back probably by the time we get to the top of this chamber. Oh. I think that just spawned in, this ghost mushroom back here. Look, I just cleared this area. Quit spawning stuff in behind me. I think back here is far enough that you don't actually have to hit them, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, like the ghost mushrooms in here spawn very quickly. But it's very close combat when you get spotted. Well, we got 16 of them at 30 to 40 a pop. Pretty decent money. But I've got more farming to do. You've seen me do it before. So I think I'm going to call it here. Appreciate you hanging out. Like I said, maybe only one episode next week, but it should hopefully be us finishing up on Goro and finding out where we're going next. So if you made it all the way to the end, enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're new here, haven't already, and want to see more, drop a subscribe if you haven't already. And links are going to pop up for more episodes. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.